Hi students, welcome to Sri Annapurna High School CBSE online sessions for 9th Science. Today we are going to learn about 5th chapter, the fundamental unit of life. In earlier class we have learned about this as a structural and functional unit of life, structural and functional unit of cell. Here in 9th class we have learning the fundamental unit of life. We have to know about different kind of features in this lesson. First we have to learn introduction of life, discovery of cell, observation of cell. Introduction of life. Our earth is inhabited by different kinds of living organisms who very look to different each and other, structurally, functionally also. According to their structure, we can divide all those organisms into two groups. Those can identify under the microscope only, they are microscopic organisms, and those can observe with our naked eye, they are well developed bodies. Again, microscopic bodies may have only single cell, so they are called unicellular organisms, and well developed bodies contain more number of cells are there, so the cells are more in number, so they are called multicellular organisms. So according to this body structure, cell structure, we can divide into two categories. One is unicellular and another one is multicellular. Those are existed around us. Microscopic bodies. Let us discuss about microscopic bodies. When we have observed under the microscope, those can appear. They are called microscopic. Here some are there. Look at them. Archaebacteria. This is the primitive microscopic organism. Archaebacteria, eubacteria, both are the primitive microscopic organisms. Once look at this. Archaebacteria, eubacteria. Here not there Archaebacteria and eubacteria, but Protista is there here. Protista, and fungi is also not there. Later I will show fungi, and eubacteria, Archaebacteria both are primitive, and aquatic bodies both are in marine aquatic bodies, and among them some photosynthetic activities, some can done photosynthetic activities as a autotrophs, and in this some are heterotrophic organisms also there. Once look at this, Protista is there here. Protista, the family Protista contain amoeba, paramecium, and euglena is there. And fungi, you know very well about mushroom, and some is the well developed body. Fungi is well developed body, and as well as microscopic body is also there. So in microscopic body we can kept Archaebacteria, eubacteria, some fungi, and some Protista only, and some yeast. I think you know very well about yeast, where we are using in our daily life. We are using yeast in our daily life to bakery industry to get the swelling of dough by the fermentation process. Here Archaebacteria, when we have observed the Archaebacteria, this is unicellular body, there is no more number in it, and eubacteria is also there is no more number in it, and yeast is also there is no more number in it, and some Protista also no more number in it. So all these are belongs to unicellular organisms because their body has only single cell. In earlier class we have learnt how these unicellular organisms has been surviving from million years onwards without having any structures, a definite organ. Here unicellular bodies, as unicellular organisms, the bodies may have one or two organelles only. In some unicellular organism may contain nucleus. In some unicellular organism may not be contain nucleus. Again, by the presence and absence of nucleus, we can divide them into two groups. Those bodies have well defined nucleus. They are called eukaryotic organisms. Those bodies do not have well defined nucleus. Maybe the nucleus very minute in state. It should not participate in any activities, life processes. So such kind of organisms are known as prokaryotic organisms. Here what am I shown now here? Among them, amoeba is a prokaryotic organism. Amoeba, bacteria is there, in amoeba nucleus is there, but undefined. There is no nuclear membrane around that. And archaebacteria, eubacteria, there is no defined nucleus. Even though they may be contain a little amount of nucleus by splitting state, around that there is no any nuclear membrane. So those bodies may have, or those cells may have the prominent nucleus. They are called multicellular organisms and eukaryotic organisms, and those do not contain prominent nucleus, undefined nucleus, they are prokaryote and unicellular organisms. Look at this here. Unicellular organisms, amoeba, paramecium and euglena. What are there here? Amoeba, paramecium, euglena. So these three belongs to unicellular organisms, and the nucleus is there. In paramecium, prominent nucleus is there, and euglena is also contain prominent nucleus is there. What is the function of the nucleus here? The nucleus can control all activities inside the cell. So without having this nucleus, is also can be alive along with material whatever may be there inside the cell. In eubacteria and archaebacteria contain only protoplasm is there in the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm which has protoplasm that can perform all kind of functions, but here in amoeba some organelles are there, and paramecium some organelles are there, and as well as euglena is also some organelles are there to do each and every activity within the cell. So these are belongs to uni, because the entire body contain only single cell. There is no, they do not show any division of labor. There is no division of labor because of one cell is there. That one cell can perform all kind of functions. So we can't find out any division of labor in the unicellular organisms and prokaryotes. Let us observe this. Multicellular organisms. What are their multicellular organisms here? Fungi. Already I told you fungi. In fungi, some are unicellular bodies and most of them multicellular bodies. Here I showed here fungi, mushroom is there here, look at that. And as well as plant, all plants are multicellular, not a unicellular, but we can find out with our naked eye. Those bodies have more cells, and well developed bodies such as human being, cat, dog, elephant, etc., etc. All those are multicellular organisms because their body has more than one cell. In adult human being may contain 100 trillions of cells are there. 100 trillions of cells are present in our body. As like that, that the number should be depending on the size of organism. So once look at some cells are there here, the structure of cells when we have observed them. So some are roundly there, some are disc-like structure is there, and some have pointed end, and some are hexagonal, and some are spherical like that, some are thread-like structure. So in our body to do a definite function, a specific function, different kind, more than 200 cells are there in human body. More than 200 kinds of cells, not more than 200 cells. 200 kinds of cells are there. Each and every cell can perform a specific function. Heart is there, heart contain cardiac cells are there, cardiac muscles are there, they perform only pumping of the blood. And lung is there, lung cells, the lung cells can absorb and diffuse gases, only that. And another, liver cells are there, liver cells, they can separate waste material or toxicants and pure material, like that. Each and everywhere contain different kinds of cells are there, each and every one doing different kind of functions. Here multicellular organisms consists of large number of cells are there. Each and every single cell can perform a specific function and as well as more activities also. And here the lifespan of multicellular organisms contain very long, but in unicellular bodies very short lifespan is there. So when we have observed the structure of unicellular and multicellular, so we can find out difference among them. Unicellular, there is no definite structure, only single cell is there, but in multicellular contain a definite structure is there. What is that? Is single cell. When a group of cells accumulate each other, they make tissue. To form the cells, a group of molecules should be accumulated. To make the molecule, a group of atoms should be accumulated. So our life should be started with atoms. When a group of atoms accumulate, however they converted into molecules, and whenever a group of molecules accumulate each other, however they turn into cell, and however a group of cells are accumulate each other, however they turn into tissue, and as well as a group of tissues convert into organ, and group of organs convert into organ system, and finally the body should be appeared. So this is the structure of multicellular organisms. This kind of structure do not contain in unicellular body. Unicellular body contain what is there? Only in unicellular body contain only single cell is there. Look at them, only single cell. There is no another cell besides that. This single cell can doing all kind of actions to absorb the food material, to eliminate the waste material, to pump the blood, to respire, to get the food material from the outside, for the digestion of the food. Every function should be done inside the cell, whatever present as a protoplasm in unicellular body such as amoeba, paramecium and euglena and bacteria, etc., etc. But in multicellular bodies, different kind of cells are there to do different kind of activities. Different kind of cells are there here. So multicellular organisms, once again listen here, the number will be more or large in number, and also each and every one can do specific activity, and mainly here each and every cell cannot produce reproduction. Their young ones to reproduce, specialized cells are there. To eliminate waste material, specialized cells are there. To digest food material, specialized cells are there. So on that manner, to reproduce their young ones, some specialized germ cells are there, and the lifespan is very long. So already I told about the cell structure. And unicellular body, once again different unicellular body. Once look at this, this is bacteria. What is this? Is bacteria. So longitudinal section of bacteria. So the bacteria should contain tail is there. Tail, once look at the tail, hair like projection is there on the body wall. What is the use of the tail? This tail helps to swim in the water, and internally what is there? Undefined nucleus is the undefined nucleus. There is no definite shape for this. It should not participate in any activity because it is not bounded with membrane. There is no any nuclear membrane or nuclear envelope along this, and not only what are the organelles present inside them, there is no any membrane. So unbounded membrane organelles are present in unicellular bodies. Uni means single, so it is also known as a prokaryote. In previously we learnt about that prokaryote do not perform any functions. Once look at them, and here different kind of organelles are there in different kind of organisms. So later we will discuss about history of cell. Look at that. Yes, look at them. Here different kind, it has different kind of structure. So the entire body enclosed with cell wall or plasma membrane. Most of the bacteria contain plasma membrane, and some bacteria those can be synthesized their body designed with cell wall is also. So this bacteria contain cell wall is there, and as well as protoplasm is there, and plasma membrane is also there. So we have learned about different kind of structures in unicellular and multicellular. Later we will discuss about the history of the cell. So thank you.